That's going to do a lot for her confidence.
Kelsey Plum has another record. Most points ever scored in a single season in women's college basketball.
And you know me, I talk about the mid-range game all season long.
You're a fan.
Those are the shots you can get.
Plum scoreless so far. Deep three and connects.
Kelsey Plum with that three-point shot.
Steal by Walton, off to the races. 3-on-2, feeds Plum, the nice pump fake and the finish.
I hope to get fouled and get that bailout call, but instead, there's that defense from Kelsey Plum. Instead, what I'd like to see is the pull-up jump shot. Way to go, Plum, for avoiding that contact. Still feeling both teams rushing through their offense a bit, don't you worry? I mean, some rush shots, but Plum happy to be quick. And in an offense, sometimes if you feel like it's going too fast.
Token three-quarter court pressure down for the Quakers. Plum feeds Collier. And with the bounce this time, Collier connects her first points of the game on both sides. Pin Ofert's last four hasn't scored in 3 minutes. Plum has struggled, but there she finally finds the bottom of the basket. Walton controls the rebound, the outlet to Collier. Now the spin by Plum in traffic with the bounce.
That's been their best source of offense today. Off the missed shot from Penn.
And this has been the bulk of the Washington offense so far in the second half. Plum, high ball screen, watching her create.
Kelsey Chambers staying there, guarding the spin move well, not falling for it, but it ends up in a three.
Off the miss. Plum. Off the glass. 20 points.
And then either for the pull-up jump shot. I mean, she hasn't had to go to the free throw line. Kelsey Plum typically does everything she can to get to the free throw line. She's only taken 4 free throw attempts today.
Furman, the straightaway miss. 0 for their last 7 are the Terrapins, and here comes Washington. And Kelsey Plum in control on the fast break. Her first points. Can't connect. Osohor again bothered that shot.
If Osohor can bother Jones once she's on the catch, because she's already getting great position. How about that for Plum? Well, I feel like we're back at UCLA.
54% from bonus land this year for Shatori Walker-Kimbrough. Plum in traffic high off the glass.
Wait, with the volleyball roll, pointing ahead, saying, I need you to drive. I need you to get into the paint. Make something happen. Speaking of, she took the advice also. So she's got to take that step back and create a little bit of separation.
Plum.
Nice pass from Plum.
And inside, basket's good. Here come the Huskies. Ashley. Plum, a wide open look. Count it. 14 points for Kelsey Plum. And welcome to College Park, Maryland. Kelsey Plum, the basket. She has 18. 3 on the shot clock. Plum, contested 3.
Whoa.
Kelsey Plum. Osohor the rebound, her 11th. Plum in traffic off the glass. Plum outside Walton, that's her spot for 3.
Are you kidding me with the patience on that play?
And that'll do it. The Washington Huskies, for the first time since 2001, headed to the Sweet 16.
Opponents are 9 of 47 from three-point land. Here's Plum in the lane. Got it.
Kelsey Plum.
We weren't sure if Matilda Gilling was going to be able to play as Plum. A deep 3 goes.
Wow. The game for Washington.
And just 3 two-point baskets make it 4. That was a great look by Plum to Collier. Plum keeps the dribble alive and scores. That was pretty. And Kentucky has been such a good offensive team as Plum backdoor from Osohor. That was nice. The lead is back to 10. Plum with a block. Loose ball. Here comes Plum, just 4 of 13, and Murray with an excellent play, but then Walton takes it right back. Plum draws the contact and a 3-point opportunity. They keep Plum off the ball till late in the shot clock. Spins, shoots over 2 Wildcats and puts it in. It's the largest lead of the night for UW. Again, just when you think, okay, Kentucky's going to get it going, They give up consecutive layups, and the lead is back to 14 for Washington. An 8-0 run over the last 90 seconds by Kentucky. And here's Plum with 10 to shoot.
Yeah, she didn't want that screen because she
Buries it!
had Mason Morris on her. That's why she didn't want that screen, Dave.
At 23:52, Plum could get close next year. Plum backs up and makes the right play. Hits Walton for a layup. And trying to lead her team to a Final Four. Washington, for the first time in 15 years, is in the Elite Eight. The Huskies advance to the regional final to play either Stanford or Notre Dame. Yet here they are with a chance to go to the Final Four for the 13th time in program history. Plum, her first basket.
He's got the Brittany Sykes and the Brianna Butler who can both play. And Alexis Peterson might be one of the most underrated point guards in the country.
Plum's three goes down. Second field goal for Plum. Meanwhile, Washington just 1 of 6 from the floor after shooting 50% of the first quarter. Plum finds Kingman in the corner, and the three is good. She had a big one the other night. The answer, attempt by Samuelson, was not close.
I've seen Carly Samuelson shoot an air ball and one off the glass. I'm shocked. Because what it did is lead to a run out for Washington.
Finally on the board. Here's Plum. And Plum hits. They showed Plum a lot of James Harden tape, and she's patterned her game after Harden.
That time Roberson got over the top of that high ball screen, and she's still able to score.
And she pulls up and drills a three. Well, normally she would miss him right there. She's 5 of 13 from the floor. And a layup by Plum this time. She didn't miss. 16 points now.
You have to be able to score with Connecticut. You're not going to stop it. So you have to slow them down a little bit, but you got to make them take it out of the net so you can set your D and at least get yourself a chance.
Plum averaging 26 points per game, the leader in the tournament. Gets deep into the paint, banks at home. 20 points now for Plum and a 9-point UW lead. The Washington Huskies, for the first time in program history, going to the Final Four.
She is so good late in the shot clock. Here she goes. Lefty for three. Got it with 4 ticks left. That won't go. An extra chance here for Collier. Plum off the bounce. Slithers between a couple of defenders and uses the window. And now it's 10 minutes for a spot in the championship game. Backdoor Osahoor to Plum. Here comes the double as soon as she gets across midcourt. Plum. Good job to read it, find her teammate, and then get it right back. I like to remind him that I never lost to him as a player. Gino's got his Huskies back in the championship game in a couple of days. A timeout after the bucket. The Orange win and advance to the final for the first time.
Montana State coming out there. They don't seem shaky at all. Confident with their shots. Kelsey Plum can score in a variety of ways. There's her first bucket.
And when you know that your opponents are game planning for you.
Plum takes it again. You know she's going to go in, and you know you can't stop her. That must be a sickening, helpless feeling. Rebound taken down by Corral, who's done some good work on the board so far for the Huskies. Here's Kelsey Plum. Just can't stop that drive, and she's fouled.
She's almost unstoppable when she goes to the left. She's one of the best finishers, if not the best finisher in the game.
Kelsey Plum, there you go. Her first three, led after the first quarter. No one in a Montana State uniform has ever played in an NCAA tournament game. Plum with a toughie off glass.
Yeah, and that was with contact.
Ferris saved it momentarily, but Plum comes away with it. Kelsey Plum all the way to the basket.
When she gets her momentum going and is going north-south, downhill, you can't stop her.
And Osahoor gets another miss.
And that's a big rebound.
She was not messing around on that. Plum takes contact, she embraces it, and still finishes. Osahoor, another rebound, stops to tie her shoe. It's 4 on 5. Plum doesn't care. She's going to score. When one of the 4 on a 4 on 5 is Kelsey Plum, why not? So she is 11 away from the NCAA all-time free throw makes record, and she's piling on the points. Struther at 6'5", Ferris at 5'9". Plum and out and in again. On the jump ball, and Kelsey Plum with the ball in her hands, 21 points away from breaking Jackie Stiles' record for most points in a single season. And right away, she finds Osahor.
And I'd look for her to drive to the basket like she did yesterday. Missed her first couple of outside shots, and then got some things going to the basket.
That was a sick crossover and a sicker finish.
When teams get comfortable, you've got to change something.
Plum, yeah. Just 1 of 7 from distance against Montana State. I think she's heating up.
Well, and that's what Coach Neighbor said. He said, I'm not worried about the numbers.
Go to NCAA.com. Plum gets it over to a wide open Romeo. From 3.
Yeah, both teams 50% from 3, just putting on a clinic, but he's correct. They have made the right reads every single time. And that's so smart, though, by Osahor. Get the ball inside, go at Pierre-Louis, or give it to Kelsey Plum and shoot the 3.
Yeah, I think getting it to number 10 is a good option.
So hitting those back-to-back shots, that's going to do a lot for her confidence.
Kelsey Plum has another record. Most points ever scored in a single season in women's college basketball. Plum just blows by Dungy, made it look too easy. Plum blows by everybody.
That's the receiver I would want.
Yeah. On our first day here, but they kind of go as Pierre-Louis goes. Kelsey Plum making it look easy.
And these ball screens, I'd go ahead and trap it.
Plum decides to drive on Manning, and it worked out.
But that's why she's so smart. If you switch it and you've got a post on her, she knows she's quicker than any post. She's going to take him to the rack.
That resulted in a flagrant 1 call. A little bit of room is all she needs. Kelsey, money.
And that was a set call from the bench.
Talked about Vic Schaefer calling him a defensive guru, watching film, the intensity and pressure they put on opponents. So she was really looking forward to this matchup, and everybody's looking forward to Kelsey Plum hitting 3s. Kelsey Plum, 2 for 2 from 3. Plum guarded by Chappell now. Osahor finally gets a 3. Only 3 players scored for Washington: Osahor, McDonald, and Plum. And a good way to get things started for Kelsey Plum to get her involved. And she did not score in the first half. Plum gets by McCowan and finishes with her offhand, her right hand. Osahor to Plum. Elevates over Holmes and knocks it down. Now Kelsey Plum calls the play.
Running their horn set.
Nice to get around to Corey. Does what she does best. Leading rebounder in the country this season. Plum, head of steam, avoids traffic and puts it in. Washington back on top. And Osahor just now got over midcourt. Plum with the bucket. Trying to make something happen. Romeo, their 3-point specialist. Badly needed for the Huskies.
You got the switch on Mississippi State. Look inside now to Osahor. She's got Dillingham on her.
Plum pulls up for 3. That's another good option.
Vivian's just 1 of her last 16 now from the 3.
Dillingham flops. That's a good call by Mai Forsberg. Kelsey Plum gets a hug from Dominique Dillingham, and one of the most brilliant basketball players that we have ever seen has her career come to an end. Kelsey with 29 points gets a standing ovation from the people here in Oklahoma City. Osahor comes out as well, the most prolific rebounder in Washington history, but a disappointing ending for the two senior stars for the Huskies.